And we welcome you to the Raleigh County Convention Center, Dave Barksdale Court in Beckley with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry, and we're here to bring you this men's NAIA college basketball game. It's the Oakland City University Mighty Oaks. They are 9-12 overall. They are 4-5 in league play. They take on the Golden Bears of WU Tech. They are 6-13 overall. They are 3-6 in conference play. And, you know, this is a really big game, Eric. The Golden Bears are coming off a modest 2-game losing streak, trying to get back into the win column. Plus, we talk about as we're coming down the stretch, last 6 or 7 games remain in the regular season to qualify for postseason. You know, there's an East Division, West Division, 6 teams in each. You got to be in the top 4, and right now Tech is tied for 4th, and that's why all these games are important.
Yeah, everything down the stretch, it leads to trying to get into the postseason. So everything's right in front of them. Just got to win, protect the home court, and if Tech is able to do that, they have a chance to make the postseason.
You know, I hadn't had a chance to talk to the head coach of WU Tech, Corey Akert, because I did the women's game with Bill O'Brien. But from all indications, Eric, and the PA announcer Randy Hunt just came over here and said that there's going to be a shakeup in their lineup, and they are changing things. So, you know, I think when things haven't gone right, and I know, like I said, Tech has lost 2 in a row, sometimes you have to change things up to see maybe if you can change things up.
Yeah, you know, excuse me, the thing on all levels, we've seen this in our local high school basketball we've covered. I don't think sometimes it matters as much to shake it up. Sometimes you get a bird's eye view from the bench a little bit coming in. I personally like to start, but sometimes as the coaches, you gotta do that to maybe get more out of your team. You know, some people might hold a little chip on the shoulder coming off the bench and play a little different.
Well, you know, nothing motivates players more than bench time.
That's right.
And like you're used to always starting. Yeah. So if I was the coach and I came in this morning and I'm like, Eric, you're not starting today, you'd look at me like, what's up?
Yeah,
hey, it's nothing you've done or haven't done. It's just we're going to change a few things up.
And that's right. And that's the difference. And I think coaches now have to be more coaches / sports psychologists, right?
Yeah.
You know, back in the day, we didn't know how to deal with that stuff. I think now, you know, the way these players play lots of games with travel ball, you know, everybody's the best player on that team, they think. But only 5 can go out there and start. But to be a complete team, you have to be able to do, you know, coming off the bench or starting.
You know, one thing, Eric, as you're talking, as both teams out on the floor going through the warm-ups is, you know, Oakland City right here in front of us, boy, they got a lot of size, and that's going to be a big key that Tech is going to have to deal with the size. Now, on the flip side, Oakland City has not been very good. They're only 1-8 on the road. Haven't been very good away from home. Like I said, just 1-8 on the road. And
you're exactly right. The sizes, I think, has been one thing that's really gotten the Tech team, you know, I think early on, because the only guy that has size for Tech really is Roman Kellum. Yeah, and he plays bigger than his size. I mean, we're looking at this Oakland squad. They have 3 guys 6'8" or better.
Yeah, 6'9", 6'10".
Yes.
And their assistant coach, he looks like he's 7 foot.
Yeah, they suit him up.
Yeah, that's what I told him. He should suit up. All right, so we're going to take a break on that as we get you ready for the opening tip. It's Oakland City 9-12 against the Golden Bears of Tech. They are 6-13. We'll take a break. Be right back here on Video Productions.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy Trail, fuel up the way West Virginians do. At Little General Store. From the trail snacks to cold drinks and fuel to keep you rolling, we've got everything you need before you head into the hills. We're proud to be part of your ride, rooted in West Virginia and built for the backwoods. Little General Store. Fuel your thinking. For West Virginia.
This new year, give your home a fresh start with a brand new view from Window World at Beckley.
At Window World, we believe all homes deserve comfort, energy savings, and style all year long.
With our energy-efficient windows and doors, Window World has you covered.
Give your home the view it deserves this year with new windows and doors from Window World at Beckley. New year, new view with energy-efficient windows from Window World at Beckley.
Call today, 1-800-WINDOW-WORLD.
For your free in-home estimate.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
We gave a future driver a first look and asked what he thinks makes a good truck. These trucks aren't just for today's drivers, they're for future ones too.
There's a compartment here, great leather seats, a bunch of charging ports, has everything pretty much.
Now it's your turn.
Since I'm too young to do business in the front, I have to do party in the back.
Come to Midstate Ford and drive off in a new truck, cool enough to earn backseat approval. Midstate Ford, home of the Big John deals.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center. Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas. We're going to get this game started a little early. And, Eric, you and I don't mind. I don't think anybody minds because, you know, it's a long trip. It's a, wow, everything's flashing right there in front of me.
They're about to turn the lights out.
Yeah, well, when they introduced tech, but I was going to say it's a long trip. It's a 6.5 hour bus trip back to Oakland City there in Indiana. And they are 9-12. Coach French, the head coach, and Eric, you have their starters.
Yeah, they'll go this way. They'll go with the big guy, DJ Bacha. They'll go with D. Hood, Fletcher Cole, who was the team's leading scorer in the last outing with 24 points, and Khalik Sharp will round out the starting lineup. And, you know, what's amazing, Eric, there's a leading scorer on the year is not even in their starting lineup, and that's Dior Davis. He comes off the bench. He's the leading scorer at 18 a game. And you know, that answers your question to what we talked about in our last segment. Yes. So Tech is going to shake up their lineup, and, you know, they've changed it a bit as they're going to have Jackson Tackett. He comes in averaging 11 a game. Ian Goings at 14 a game. They got Taron Woods into the lineup, and Cole Chapman, who had started earlier, then came off the bench, is now back into the starting lineup for this game this afternoon, and Liam Craven will be into the starting lineup. Their team's leading scorer, Brandon Moore, will come off the bench. He averages 17 a game. So, Eric, both teams have their leading scorers coming off the bench. And as you talked about, it's not always who starts, but you can get more minutes even if you come off the bench. It's not always about who starts the game. Exactly right, and, you know, the coach gets a feel for it. And I think you'll see that productivity coming off the bench. Sometimes you can settle in a little bit, not press as much. And, you know, as they turn the lights off now to introduce Tech, I think, you know, just watching them warm up, and like I said, since I did the women's game, I didn't really have a chance to really have a conversation like I normally do with both coaches, but the size advantage is, and that's very apparent as you and I watch them warm up. How will Tech be able to handle the size advantage or the disadvantage if you're Tech that you'll be going against? And if you're Tech, the second chance points is vital, right? When you have a size deficit, you really have to rebound, you know, as a committee, do the fundamentals, box out, because if you get killed on the glass, second chance points, we'll probably monitor that during the game when we get, you know, the in-game stats. Right. So Tech being introduced, and we're ready to get this game started, and maybe one of these teams, if not both of these teams, can start lighting it up and start warming things up in this building, because I think it's as cold inside as it is outside. Hey, this has been one of the coldest weeks that we've had I can recall in a long time. All right, we're ready to go a little early. We're okay with that, as the opening tip of the ball game is brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Scotty Brown's your local State Farm agent. He's in Shady Spring, West Virginia, and like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And you can dial Scotty up at 681-238-6130, 238-6130.
3-0. So cold I couldn't even talk there for a minute.
Hey,
Eric.
yeah, I was going to say, I thought your tongue might have frozen.
Yes.
It's been so cold.
Some people might like that, huh? All right, into the center circle will be Grubbs. He will jump for Oakland City, and Jubbs will jump against Goings. The ball is in the air, and the tip will be controlled by Tech going to the basket to our right. And right away, Eric, looks like that Oakland City coming out with a very aggressive man-to-man.
Yes, forcing that Tech offense to start way above the timeline.
Yeah, Chapman, as you're right now, they're just 12 on the shot clock as Woods comes around the screen.
You know, they ate up 8 seconds just getting into the offense.
Yeah, they're going to have to get the shot up, down 4 on the clock. Tackett's going to have to let it go, and he does from downtown and goes right down the chute with a 3-ball.
Just the way Coach Corey Aker drew it up, man.
Yep. And now Tech, something a little different. They're going zone. They played a little zone in the last game in the loss the other night against Shawnee State, but it's not something they stayed in for a while. Here's a nice spin move into the basket, and here's a turnover. And we got a foul, and the foul is going to go against, I think that'll be Sharp. It'll call the foul on.
Khalid Sharp, and that's the young man that turned it over, and that's usually what happens, right? Get a turnover, usually a foolish foul. And
actually, they're going to call it on Grubbs. And Sharp was the one who did turn it over, but the foul's going to go to Grubbs. But I'm with you. I thought it was on Sharp, but nevertheless, Grubbs gets whistled for the foul. That'll be his first, team's first. And here's Chapman off the dribble. Liam Craven trying to get him going. He's not been able to be as consistent knocking down threes as this season as he has been in the past.
Yeah, in the past he's been, he would light it up wide open. Just got to keep shooting.
But Tech back in that zone. And you got to keep the ball moving against the zone. And
yeah, they have enough height to throw over it, so you just got to a lot of teams don't enter the post like they should. At high post, I think that's the way to get it broken.
3 ball's no good. The ball's tipped back out. Tech with it. Woods has it. And Woods will take it back. He's open. He said, what the heck, I'll dial up a 3. It won't go. And for the rebound, that is Hood.
I think that hesitation cost him that make.
Right. Nice pass down, Hood. And he had a great look, and he just shot it too strong over the basket. And back the other way is Chapman for Tech. Chapman whips a pass. Craven wide open for a 3, and he just can't get it to go.
A nice skip pass by Chapman, the consummate point guard. I thought he'd pass the layup up.
Here's an open look for 3, and that's going to miss badly as that 3 ball was put up that time by Cole. And back the other way, here's Goings with it for Tech.
And as you stated, it's not heating up in this building because they're shooting. The shooting is frigid early.
Yeah, Chapman trying to create space, and he gets fouled as he gets into the traffic of the tall timber, and Chapman will draw the foul.
And I think that's going to be whistled on D. Hood. Yes, on D. Hood. That'll be his first.
So 20 to shoot. Chapman inbound. Tackett's got the only points in this game, and Woods tries to dial up a 3, and he does. Right down the chute for Woods.
Nice rotation. Didn't hesitate on that shot.
There's a Tech foul, and that's on the pass. The ball came in there to Grubbs at the head of the lane, and he was fouled right there as he tried to dump the ball down low.
Yeah.
That's the foul on Tackett, his first, team's first.
Just so much size, trying to battle as Jackson Tackett, and just that's going to be a problem all day, I think, for Tech.
But that's why Tech is committed, at least here in this first few minutes of going zone, as that shot is in and out on the baseline. That shot put up by Cole back the other way. Goings with it for Tech. Here's Woods. A little floater left of the lane, needs the roll, he won't get it. And a rebound by Grubbs, and here comes Oakland City with possession of the ball as Grubbs will bring it down.
Oh, I thought that was going to be a steal right there.
Steal. Thought that 3 was going to be put up by Sharp, and they cut him off. 15 to shoot now for Oakland City.
Yeah, and the man-to-man defense is really getting out of that zone. Tech's really eating the shot clock up with good defense.
6 on the clock. They're going to have to get a shot up. There's a 15-footer from the right elbow. It won't go. The rebound is tipped into the hands of Woods. So, Eric, we're 18 seconds of being 4 minutes in, and Oakland City has not scored as Chapman shoots a little fall away, and Tech off to a great start with an 8-0 lead.
And you think about it, everything that Coach Corey Akert has done has really worked as a quick bucket back by Sharp.
Yeah, Sharp, looking sharp on that play, wasn't he? A little kiss off the glass right of the lane. Here's Tackett. He can make that. And Goings will dial it up for three. That won't go. Sharp clears the rebound for Oakland City. Oakland City 9-12. They're 4-5 in league play. And there's a foul. Grubbs will get to the line as he goes hard to the basket as Roman Kellum will check into the ball game for Tech.
Yeah, that's going to be 2 on Tackett. That's big here, but Kellum really has done a great job for Tech early on coming in. He's been a pleasant surprise for Tech.
And as you stated in the pregame, the only really size that Tech has is Kellum, and now Tackett, who's really been a solid player. His transfer from Alice Lloyd as Grubb makes the first free throw now with 2 fouls, has to come out of the game as Roman Kellum will check into the game. Also checking into the game for Oakland City will be Dior Davis. He's their leading scorer at 18 a game. He's now checked in.
And look, 5 minutes into the contest, and you still have Tech's leading scorer still on the bench.
Yeah, that would be Brandon Moore. He comes in at 17 a game. Here's Chapman around the screen. Chapman with a nice bounce pass to Kellum, and Kellum able to finish. That was a nice play as after Kellum made that pass, Eric able to roll to the basket, get the pass, and lay it up and in.
Great cut, great finish by Kellum.
Once again, Tech back in that zone. Now looks like they're going to play a little man-to-man as they nice roll to the basket and a finish. And in traffic that time with the finish, that is Scott. Yes. He has just checked in.
Hey, both teams have pushed all the right buttons, both coaches, so to speak, because both players they put inserted into lineups have scored.
Woods open from the far corner, and he knocks it down.
So chalk up a bucket and an assist for Kellum.
Kellum, yep. He's made dividends after being inserted into the lineup.
And that was Woods, right?
That was Woods, yep.
Second 3 of the first half.
Yep. There's Grubbs with it, trying to back Kellum down. Backing him down in the post, into the lane. Good defense by Kellum. The shot's up, and he scored. That's just better offense, wouldn't you say, Eric?
Yes, that perfect defense, and Chris Grubbs was able to get his 4th point. The degree of difficulty on that shot.
Yeah. Here's Kellum again to the rim. He lays it up and in.
Nice pocket pass right there from Goings to Kellum.
Yeah, some nice, crisp passing for Tech, and beautiful passes to lead your guys right to the basket. Grubbs will dial it up for 3. It won't go. Goings with the rebound for Tech. Goings will push it up himself. He'll find Chapman. Chapman, a little floater left of the lane, left it short. Battle for the rebound, and Chapman able to get it back, and then ball still loose, and then we got a foul. I think it'll go against Goings.
Yes, and let's go back to Chapman's shot. I don't think he knew whether to bank it or shoot it
straight through. Right
at that angle, he'd been better off just using the glass.
All right, we got our first media timeout. We'll take it with them. 13:53 remaining here in the first half. It's a 15-8 lead for Tech. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that. Done.
It's that easy with compliance. Compliance, we've got your back office.
I never thought this would happen.
When disaster takes control of your life, we got you. Get it back with a single call to the team that shows up fast to make things right. Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
This afternoon's game is brought to you in part by Exit Elevation Realty. If you're in the market to buy or sell your house, you can go on their website and check out Luca Richmond, the broker, and Steve Morgan, the associate broker. Their website is exitelevationwv.com. Also, this afternoon's game is brought to you in part by Edward Jones, your financial advisors. If you're going to change a job, plan on retiring, no matter what your financial goals are, the people at Edward Jones can help talk you right through it. That's Heather Cantley, Tracy Houck, Brooke Dempsey, or Ben Worley. Out of the timeout, it'll be Oakland City's ball. 13:49 remaining first half, and a 15-8 lead for the Golden Bears, Eric.
And hot shooting starting out here in that first half for Tech, as they've shot 6 of 12 from the field thus far, and 3 of 7 from three-point line.
Here's Grubbs with it, trying to back Kellum in. Kellum with really good defense, and we're going to call a held ball, and the Arrow will keep it here with Oakland City. But like you had mentioned, since being inserted into the lineup, Roman Kellum has really been a major player, a big star by his name thus far for Tech.
Yeah, 2 buckets, 1 assist, and a great defensive play right there.
2 to shoot. Will they get it off? They don't know the clock. Will they beat the clock? It grazed the front of the rim. It won't matter because Woods comes out of there with the rebound for Tech. I'm not sure he got it off in time, but like I said, that's neither here or there.
Neither here nor there because it was a miss, but let's see what Tech does with this possession.
Here's Goins backing the defender down. And puts up a short shot. It won't go. Battle for the rebound. We got a whistle and a foul on Tech.
And that's going to go against Goins. And the great teammate in Kellum tried, I think he tried to say, or he may ask, he might be a little winded.
Well, that's Goins' second foul.
Yes, so, I think Kellum was trying to take the foul.
Because now you got Tackett on the bench with 2 fouls. Now you got Goins with 2 fouls. Is checking into the game is Kyron Woods, and Woods had been starting, so now he gets his first action here the afternoon.
And here's another guy that with some size that plays above the rim for Tech that can offset a lot of the size that Oakland City has.
Here's Sharp shaking and baking, looking for a screen. Sharp trying to take Chapman off the dribble. Here's a 3 ball in front of us. Looks good and is good. What a nice-looking shot by Morton. And Morton goes right down the chute with that 3 ball. Woods to the baseline, and he throws it away. And good hustle by Sharp to Grubb. Nice passing and a nice block by Woods. There's 2 Woods on the floor right now for Tech as Kellum will tack the basket all the way to the rim, up and under, and lays it in with the right hand.
Big time in the open court from Roman Kellum as he caught it at the wing and finished at the rim.
And here's a Tech foul, but Eric, this pace, I think this favors Tech the way the place is up and down the floor like this.
Yeah, one way to offset size is what? To score in transition.
Yes.
And Tech did a good job of getting it out and getting it to Kellum.
And that foul's going to go against Craven. Liam Craven will get the foul as the first free throw is good by Sharp. And now Tech's leading scorer, Brandon Moore, at 17 a game, will see his first action of the afternoon. So we got a good game here. Tech 6-13, Oakland City 9-12. Tech is 3-6 in league play, and Oakland City is 4-5 of league play. So huge game for both of these teams as both free throws are made by Sharp to cut Tech's lead to 4. And like I said, Brandon Moore has the ball now and has just been inserted into the Tech lineup. He goes around to screen. Here's Chapman with it. Cross-court pass wide open is Moore in the corner, and he can't knock it down. The loose ball comes to Morton. And here comes Oakland City.
Yeah, and Oakland City get it out quick, trying to give Tech a little transition medicine that they just received from it.
There's a drive down the lane. The shot won't go. The rebound by DJ. The big fella thought he was fouled. No whistle. Woods with it. Finds Chapman, the trailer. Chapman hands the ball. Shot in the corner, and that shot is put up by Orndorff, and it won't go. He just checked into the lineup for Tech.
Yeah, and right now Tech is really using the, every player at their disposal just about.
Yeah, here's Moore shaking and baking, gets to the rim. That's got to be a foul. I was going to say, they had to call that one as Moore was made his move to the basket. He gets bumped off his track as he was trying to get to the rim.
Yeah, real physical play, and that's going to be on.
That's who they call that on. They'll call that on Davis, and that's his first.
Yeah, Dior Davis picks up his first and only the team's third.
But Moore does not connect on the first free throw, and he's got another one coming. And Hood will check back into the lineup for Oakland City, as Sharp will have a seat. So we got a good game here. Like I said, both these teams are at the point, Eric, and getting to the point of the coming down to the end of the season. After today, these teams got maybe just a half a dozen games left of the regular year, and they got to start winning games so they can make their way into postseason.
Yeah, try to get that extra play, right, get into the postseason and make the season really worth your while.
Working the ball around. Here's Morton with it with 11 to shoot.
Well, Tech's really defending this
Defending
afternoon.
well. Down to 6 to shoot. Making it tough. You're going to have to take a deep three. And that doesn't go. And that was really good defense, as you mentioned, Eric, by Tech, as that deep three put up by Davis, and he was forced to have to shoot it from out there. Pick and roll. Kellum to the rim. He's stripped, but he'll draw the foul and get to the line.
And that's going to be whistled on Davis again. That'll be his second. Hey, that pick and roll, slipping that screen has really been working, paying off for Tech early on.
Very effective. 10:25 remaining here in this first half. As Roman Kellum will get to the line, he will shoot 2. Like I said, he has played well since coming into the ball game, come off the bench after Tackett had picked up his second foul. Kellum's first free throw is good. But both of these teams, Eric, are really using their bench. They're running guys in and out of here. More so, I think, that we're seeing here this afternoon than what we've seen in recent games.
Yeah, trying to take advantage of fresh legs. And as Kellum connects on the second with Marison, that will put him at 8 points, the game's leading scorer.
As Cole will check back into the lineup. Fletcher Cole at 10 points a game. He checks back into the Oakland City lineup. And he has the ball now. And Tech extending the pressure. Chapman all over Cole. He's like in his hip pocket.
Yes, he is. And you know what? Good defense. I thought he was going to blow up by getting a reach-in foul, but half-court defense has been great.
3 ball is no good. Kellum with the rebound. We're at the halfway point of this first half. Tech, Orndorff wide open, dials up a 3. It hits.
Money.
Biggest lead of the game right here for Tech at 10. Quickly back the other way. Hood will dial it up. It won't go. It's short. And Kellum making his presence felt with a rebound. Whips a pass, and he turns it over.
They got away with a double dribble right there.
Here's Cole down the lane and over to Hood, and Hood able to lay it up and in. And we got a timeout on the floor with 9:33 remaining here in the first half. It's an 8-point Tech lead, 23-15. We'll take it with them. Let's see if this is a full or a 30. It's a 30-second timeout. So while we got a second, we'll tell you that this afternoon's broadcast is brought to you in part by Hart's Cabinets. Hart's Cabinets located at MacArthur, West Virginia, and they have quality custom cabinets. They're a proud sponsor of local sports. Been around since 1974. You can dial them up at 304-252-2917. Also, our game broadcast this afternoon brought to you in part by Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. Leisure Lanes is having a sweetheart futuristic bowling on a Saturday, Valentine's Day, February the 14th. Just $17 a person, $32 a couple. For more information or to reserve your lane, you can call Leisure Lanes at 304-253-7328. Also, the game this afternoon brought to you in part by Infinity Coal Company. Infinity Coal Company located in Sophia, West Virginia. They're built on a foundation of safety, innovation, and teamwork. The fine people at Infinity Coal. And also the game brought to you in part by Pasquale's Italian Restaurant. They have all your favorite Italian dishes, plus they have sandwiches, salads, and seafood as well. They also have catering or private parties. For more information on that, you can call Pasquale's at 304-255-5253. Well, Eric, 9.5 to go first half of what's been a very entertaining first half. Tech is led by as many as 10. The lead's 8 now.
And Tech is continuing the hot shooting march. They're 8 of 17 from the floor, 4 of 10 from three-point line. That's 40%. Even I can do that math. And really controlling the pace of the contest. The thing is, though, they have 3 turnovers. 2 of them have been live ball turnovers that have led to buckets the other way.
Of course, this afternoon, Coach Corey Akert kind of rearranged the starting lineup a little bit, and it's paid dividends for him.
And seeing Orndorff, he traveled on the dribble handoff. Spacing was poor on that. Need to get a little closer. to do that.
You hate to turn it over anytime, especially out of a timeout,
Out of a
timeout. You talk about it, you work on it, and you want to be able to execute it well.
Well, if they keep doing that, Coach Corey Akers' hair is going to look like both of ours.
Yeah, we won't have any, but now, now his hair might grow back as they get a turnover, right? Of course, Corey Akers, I've known him a long time, as you have, and I called his back when he was playing in high school here locally at Beckley Woodrow Wilson High School. I was doing radio for them at the time.
Yeah, so Coach Akers spent a lot of time in this venue.
Here's Moore. Good hard take to the basket. It's swatted by the big fella DJ. The clock doesn't reset. 15 to shoot.
And great help.
Here's Chapman, and they'll call a foul on Roman Kelvin. You see that called more in college basketball today than ever before about that illegal screen.
Yeah, and that's just one of those. It's a bang-bang play.
So Kelvin will get his first. That's the 16th foul. So every foul by Tech, Eric, the remainder of this half, and we got 8:48 left in it, will put Oakland City to the free throw line. Here's Cole with it. Hood stops Sharp. And Sharp, they call an offensive foul.
Back the other way.
Yep.
And that's, the dribble handoff, and that's going to be on Hood.
As Liam Craven will check back into the Tech lineup. And also Trayton Woods will check in for Tech.
And these are the two young men, right, that checked in for Tech. You get some open looks. If they can get them going, they really can knock them down. As Woods has knocked 1-3 down. No, excuse me, two, and just need Craven to get cranked up, right?
Yeah, there's two Woods on the floor, and one passes to the other just now. And then gets it back. So it's Woods to Woods to Woods, right? As Woods spins in and throws it to Woods. How you like that? Who's on first? What's on second? 12 to shoot for Tech. Woods into the lane, and it's swatted the big fella DJ. I'll tell you, he might not be much on the offensive end, but he's a rim protector on the defensive end.
The eraser.
Yes, and the ball's knocked out of bounds as Grubb will turn it over. Good defensive play by Liam Craven.
Yeah, way to on the weak side to come down and try to draw the charge and created a turnover.
So coming up on the 8-minute mark here of the first half, what's been a very entertaining first half. Tech with the ball. They lead by 8. They've led by as many as 10. And Moore, I was going to say, I thought he got away with it, but nope. The ball just kind of got away from him. He got that high dribble.
One of the old dead spots here in the
Armory here,
or
Convention Center. You and I have been here long enough. We still call it the Armory, and I think most people that live here still call it that.
You do. Yep.
Nobody says it's a game at the Convention Center. They say it's a game at the Armory, right? Here's Grubb. Baseline drive. He left it short. But isn't that right? People don't say, well, where's the game at tonight?
Yeah, you have to say the Armory. You say the Convention Center, they go,
where's that at? Right. Yeah, you and I are dating our age, aren't we? Here's Woods into the lane.
Well, I can remember the time remember the old Tank used to be out front.
Yeah, slam dunk. There's a Tank right to the rim as Kellum has played huge dividends coming off the bench for Tech. This equals the largest lead at 10.
And that slam caps off his 10th point of the first half.
So already in double digits.
Yeah, so his points per minute just went up, right?
Yes. I mean, he's played well, but this might be his best sequence of basketball that I've seen this year.
But can't you see it coming?
Yes.
I mean, he's getting better and better, and the minutes show it.
And that's free throw time either way because Tech is over the limit, but that's being the act of shooting, so it'll be 2 shots. As that's the 7th team foul, and the personal foul's on Woods, and that is Jakyron Woods who gets whistled for the foul. So Fletcher Cole, who averages 10 a game, will be at the free throw line, and the first free throw is no good.
And that's the first miss of the afternoon for the Mighty Oaks.
As Quade Morton will check into the Mighty Oaks lineup. 25-15 the Tech lead, 6:59 left in the half. Second free throw by Cole is good. He makes 1 of 2. And also back into the lineup will be Dior Davis. So the lead's been trimmed to single digits down to 9. And here's Tech with it. Woods around the screen. Kellum pulls up. Liam Craven off the dribble. 14 to shoot. Kellen thought better of that 3-point, and it's an offensive foul. Kellen was going to dial up the 3, Eric, but I think he thought better of it and said, look, I can go off the dribble and get to the rim.
That's one thing he's still developing, because he's going to have to be able to step out and shoot that and stretch, be like a stretch for Tech. And I think him hesitating created that foul.
Yes, Liam Craven picks up his second foul. That's the team's 8th. Here's Sharp with it. They work it around the horn. Big fella DJ has it between the circles. And here's Morton with a pull-up, and he knocks it down. Good-looking shot by Morton.
And Morton's able to cash in his 5th point. It was going to be a grab on
I think Sharp,
Oakland
maybe?
City. Yes.
Yeah. So that will be the 15th foul. That'll be side out with 24 to shoot for Tech, as Chapman will check back into the ball game for Tech, and also Goings back into the game back front. That's the 16th foul, rather, on Oakland City. So both teams now, Eric, over the last 6-11, both teams over the limit now.
Yeah, so free throws every
foul from this point on. Here's Goings. Woods spots up, wide open 3, and knocks it down. Right down the chute for Woods. And the lead back to 10.
And they turn it over.
This equals the largest lead of the game. This is the 3rd time here this afternoon that the lead's been 10.
And if you're WVU Tech, you really have to try to capitalize on these. That was an unforced turnover right there, just not in sync. And you can really try to get some distance between
Chapman. He might have got away with a little push there, but they down low. Kellerman goes up and he blows it. He thought he was fouled. It looked like he was in between dunking or laying it in, right?
Play through the contact.
Yes.
And that's one you're not going to – can't get bailed out with the foul right there. And I think he should have just flushed it.
Into the lane, nice little turnaround, but it's short as that shot was put up by Davis. But the offensive rebound keeps it here with Oakland City. Sharp on a drive, off the glass, count if it goes, it doesn't go, but he'll draw the foul as that's clearly a bump on Moore, and that'll get Sharp to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, Moore body. And now Roman Kellum's pleading his case on the other end. He says, hey, I think I got bumped just like that on my shot.
So Sharp at the line to shoot a pair.
2 of 2.
And the first free throw is good. As checking into the Oakland City lineup will be Scott. So, Eric, depending on the weather next week, we'll have a really busy week. We're scheduled to work basically every night next week, as both free throws are made. Monday night, a high school game at Shady if weather permitting. UNI will be at Independence Tuesday night, weather permitting, while Tech will have 2 games here that our other crew, Bill O'Brien and Mark Montgomery, will have. Wednesday, as Tech turns it over, UNI will be in the capital city of Charleston for Beckley and Capital. Thursday, UNI will be at Shady for Nicholas County and Shady, and Friday will be at Beckley Woodrow Wilson High School for Charleston Catholic and Beckley girls, should all that work out. And, of course, there's Shady and Greenbrier East Friday, and there's also Tech on Thursday. So we got a lot coming up, but we know we'll get the college games in, we think, and figure if they've already played now, they'll play, next week as well. But high school depends on the weather.
Weather permitting.
3 ball is put up, and it's no good. The long rebound, they fight for the loose ball, and Scott able to get it. Nice play by Chapman to knock it loose. And the ball is out of bounds. That's a great hustle play by Chapman.
Yeah, both teams are really getting down and trying to get to 50-50 balls, and big possession coming up here after this TV timeout.
Yeah, that'll get us to a break with 4:44 remaining here in the first half. 28-20 the Tech lead. They've led by 10 on 3 different occasions. This afternoon's game is brought to you in part by Pepsi of Southern West Virginia. We enjoy the nice, clean taste of an ice cold Pepsi. Also, the game this afternoon brought to you in part by Modley's Plumbing and Heating. And I don't know about the plumbing part, but weather like this, you might need the heating part, right, Eric?
Yeah, definitely.
And the only number you need to know is 304-253-HELP. Also, the game here this afternoon brought to you in part by Spartan Factory. Spartan Factory has T-shirts, uniforms, anything you need for your school. You can check them out, your school or your church or your organization. Check them out. They're located in Beckley. The website is thespartanfactorywv.com. And Cracker Barrel. I had lunch there yesterday. What delicious food at Cracker Barrel. If you want a home-cooked meal, you don't want to ask me to do it, just ask Cracker Barrel to do it, and they'll do it well. Well, Eric, they've just brought us some up-to-date stats. Maybe you can fill in our viewing audience of what's going on up to this point.
Yeah, and the thing I've noticed most is I was talking about Tech only having 3 turnovers. Well, since that last time out, they've committed 5 turnovers, and that's really allowed Oakland to really crawl back into the contest. Still shooting decent, though. If you're Tech, you're shooting 45% up to date right now in the first half, 10 of 22 from the floor.
Well, you know, Eric, if you remember, in the first couple of minutes of the game, Tech scored the first 8 points. Since then, they played even. So, you know, but that first 2.5 minute spurt to start the game, the biggest lead's been 10.
And that's what it takes, and that's why it's a game of runs.
Goings will dial it for 3, and he'll go right down the chute for the biggest lead of the afternoon. Good-looking shot by Goings in the corner.
The 5th three-point make of the first half.
So here's Davis around the screen. Grubbs with it now. The big fella DJ probably not going to do much damage with it that far away from the basket.
You can slough off of that.
Yeah, Grubbs, 6 to shoot. Shot clock's running down. They're going to have to put it up. It's going to be a tough shot. Will they get it up in time? They will, but it's the front of the rim, and Chapman comes out of the rebound. Good defense by Tech. Goins, he thought about the 3. He hit one on one corner. He said, what the heck, I'm going to try it in the other corner.
Yeah, I thought he was going to pull the trigger on that one.
I thought so, too.
But that was a little too early in the shot clock for my liking.
Off the dribble. Goins finds an opening. Lost the ball as he turns it over.
That'll be the 9th turnover of the first half.
Scott off the glass as he was just accelerating to the basket, not able to knock it down. And that time, Kellum a little too fancy from behind the back.
With the pass and turns it over.
Yeah. Grubb all the way to the rim. He's stripped, and then Scott picks up the loose ball, and he can't convert. Back and forth we go, but neither team able to knock it down. Here's Moore. 2-on-2. Moore. A lot of contact. And I say they got to call that, and that'll get Moore to the free throw line for the 1-and-1.
And if that's on Davis, Mears, that's going to be big. That'll be his 3rd foul. And now you might see why the leading scorer comes off the bench, because, as you stated, he's the leading scorer, and he's come off the bench, and he's committed 3 fouls.
And now he's probably going to go back to the bench. He's got 3 fouls.
His stat line right now are 3 fouls and 0 points.
Yeah. So Tackett is going to check back into the game as he does, as Moore will get the line to shoot the 1-and-1. And now there is as we mentioned, Dor Davis, the leading scorer, being substituted for, because, as you said, Eric, he got 3 fouls. So 1-and-1 time. Moore's free throw is good and ups the lead to 12. Second free throw by Moore. And it's good. He got them both. And this equals this, not equal, this is the largest lead of the game right here at 13 points. So both teams want to finish this last 3 minutes of the half strong. As Tackett's back onto the floor now, Eric, like I said, he's got 2 fouls, and I'm sure Coach Akert trusts him not to get that 3rd foul.
Yeah, this is huge in the last 3 minutes of the half. You don't want to pick up that 3rd.
Good-looking 3 from the near corner by Cole as he goes right down the chute. They've cut the lead to 10. And if you're Oakland City, you've been behind the whole game, Eric. You're just trying to get to single digits going into the locker room.
Yeah, give it, chip away at it, chip away.
Tackett backing the big defender down low. Tackett throws the ball out to Woods. Now 9 to shoot. Chapman around the screen. They've got him double teamed. He whips a pass. Tackett dials it up with 3 to shoot. It's not close. And that's something that time really good defense by Oakland City to force Tech further out to start that possession.
Deep in the shot clock. And they just look scrambled on offense that time.
Scott, tough shot. I was going to say, if he made that as he shoots and hits up under the basket, good defense by Kyron Woods. Trayan Woods has it now. Chapman, wide open 3 straight away. Front of the rim, no good. The ball's loose, tipped around, and Tech out of there with it. And now they got 18 on the shot clock, and now, well, what do we got? We got a timeout. I'm not sure what we got.
Oh, no. Mayo whistled a foul.
I'm not sure it's a foul.
Well, wow.
I saw the official do like this, like the 30-second timeout. Maybe there's blood or something. I don't know. Whatever it was, the official said, now let's play on. They got a new clock. That's what it was because of the change of possession.
Reset. Yes.
So here's Goings off the dribble. Loses the ball, and then Tackett able to pick it right up and dial up a three. It won't go. And the rebound cleared by Sharp. Minute and a half remaining here in the first half. Sharp all the way to the rim, lays it up and in. What a play by Sharp.
And Sharp with the 8 to lead the way for the Mighty Oaks.
Yeah, and a quick 5-0 run till Goins dials up a three. It's an 11-point advantage right here.
And what a big answer right there, as you stated, a little 5-0 run.
Coming up on the final minute of the first half. Cole around the screen, into the lane, little floater, it's short, and the rebound, and Tech's able to control the rebound. If they go quick, Eric, they could go 2 for 1 here in the final 48 seconds of the half. Tackett into the lane, puts up the shot, knocks it down.
Tackett with the quick trigger. His first basket since scoring the first 3 of the game.
This equals the largest lead of the game at 13. Tech should get another possession as Grubb tacks the basket, and he draws the foul. He'll get to the line to shoot a pair as the foul will go against Kyron Woods, or Jakyron Woods, I beg your pardon.
Yes, and not pleased with that foul call was Woods. I think he bodied him a little bit. And Chris Grubbs will step to the line, 2 of 2 on the day from the free throw line.
And the first free throw is short. And if Tech can control the rebound as Moore comes in, Tech can hold. There's about a second 1.4 difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Virtually Tech could hold it for the final shot of the half.
Yeah, and I think that's what they'll do, try to set up and get some offense and extend this lead.
But if there's a miss here, they got to get the rebound, and there's not a miss, so you don't have to worry about that if you're Tech. And now maybe Tech will call a timeout and try to draw up one final play. So we'll keep it here, let you know coming up on the Direct Choice halftime show as we will recap the first half. We'll go inside the numbers and what has been a very entertaining, exciting first half.
It really has. The pace has been really good, really well played. 17 fouls total, but it doesn't really seem like it's been a foul fest.
No, it doesn't really messed up with the flow of the game. And I think both teams need the game. Oakland City is 9-12 on the year. Tech is 6-13, but more importantly in the conference, Oakland City is 4-5. So they are one game ahead of Tech, who's 3-6. And if Tech can get this win and they both go to 4-6, Tech at this moment would hold the tiebreaker over.
And that's huge. And do they play one more? Do they play again?
I'll look up their schedule. I do believe that they do. Let's see. No, they don't. And actually the way they do, because they must be on the other side. Coach Corey Akert of Tech told me that you play everybody on your side, and Tech's in the Eastern Division. Everybody in the Eastern Division plays everybody twice, and you play everybody just once.
From the other side.
On the other side. Okay. So this is the only meeting. So Tech will hold it for the final shot of the half, trying to extend their lead. They've led by as many as 13. The lead's 12 now. Chapman with it, finds Tackett. Now Tackett lobs it up, slam!
What a play!
Dunk! What a beautiful play as Goins throws it down. You're right, and count this half-court shot. If it goes, it had a chance, but Tech will take its biggest lead into the locker room with them, a 40-26 lead on perhaps the play of the year. As you mentioned, Eric, what a play, and a highlight reel as Goins able to go up, catch it, and flush it down. At the break, Tech with a 14-point lead, 40-26. We'll take a break, come back and get you ready for the Direct Choice halftime show coming up next here on Video Productions.
Before you hit the Hatfield and McCoy Trail, fuel up the way West Virginians do. At Little General Store. From the trail snacks to cold drinks and fuel to keep you rolling, we've got everything you need before you head into the hill. We're proud to be part of your ride, rooted in West Virginia and built for the backward. Little General Store. Fuel your thinking. For West Virginia.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales is a proud supporter of all our area middle school and high school athletics. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales keeps a huge selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs with some of the best prices in southern West Virginia. We also have several lenders for your financing needs. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales and your student athletes, a winning combination.
With Eric Thomas, I'm Maris Lowry here in Beckley under the dome at the Raleigh County Convention Center, Dave Barksdale Court. And at the break of this men's NAIA game, the Golden Bears of WU Tech, they lead Oakland City 40-26. This 14-point lead is the biggest lead of the ball game. Tech scored the first 8 points of the ball game. They've never looked back. They opened a lead up to 10. And then Oakland City cut it back to 8. It was going 10, going 8. It got to 12, then back to 8. Back and forth we went. Got to 13, then to 12. And then on the final play of the half, what a sensational play it was. A beautiful pass as Golding's able to catch and throw it down on a slam dunk. And that gives Tech their largest lead of the game, 40-26. This game is big for so many reasons, basically because of the conference standings where Tech is at 3-6 and Oakland City's at 4-5, and this is the only meeting of the year. We'll take a break here in the Direct Choice halftime show. When we come back, we'll go inside the numbers. Eric will have all the individual and team totals, and we'll do that on the other side of the break here on Video Productions.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy Trail, fuel up the way West Virginians do. At Little General Store. From the trail snacks to cold drinks and fuel to keep you rolling, we've got everything you need before you head into the hills. We're proud to be part of your ride, rooted in West Virginia and built for the backwoods. Little General Store, fuel your thinking. For West Virginia.
I never thought this would happen.
When disaster takes control of your life, we got you. Get it back with a single call to the team that shows up fast to make things right. Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
Compliance helped me lift 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
Are you ready to turn your passion into a career? At New River Community and Technical College, we've got the programs to get you there. Dive into our food service and event management program. Learn skills from kitchen basics to business budgeting and become seasoned for success. Or if the great outdoors is calling, answer it with our outdoor recreation program. Receive hands-on training that readies you to lead, inspire, and explore. Whatever you're passionate about, we have a path for you. Visit newriver.edu today. Start here. Go anywhere.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our new Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We gave a future driver a first look and asked what he thinks makes a good truck. These trucks aren't just for today's drivers, they're for future ones too.
There's a compartment here, great leather seats, a bunch of charging ports, has everything pretty much.
Now it's your turn.
Since I'm too young to do business in the front, I have to do party in the back.
Come to Midstate Ford and drive off in a new truck, cool enough to earn backseat approval. Midstate Ford, home of the Big John deals.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center. Our halftime rolls on as Tech enjoying their largest lead of the game, up 40-26. We're going to go inside the numbers of the first half. Inside the numbers are brought to you by Direct Choice. Direct Choice is a pre-owned vehicle lot located at 4631 Robert C. Byrd Drive. They have West Virginia's best selection and best prices on pre-owned vehicles. Direct Choice is a proud sponsor of local sports and local student athletes. Also inside the numbers are brought to you in part by Allstate Insurance. Lori Richmond's the agent, located at Market Road in Beckley. You can dial up Lori at 304-252-8646. You're in good hands with Allstate, and now you're in good hands with Mr. E.T. Eric Thomas, as he'll give you the numbers of the first half.
Yeah, and the numbers individually for the Oakland City Mighty Oaks, they're being led by Khalik Sharp with 8 points. He is a perfect 4-4 from the free throw line. The next leading scorer is Quade Morton with 5 points. And Fletcher Cole has 4. Chris Grubbs has 5 points, and he is 3 of 4 from the free throw line. And D. Hood with 2, and Kayshawn Scott with 2. For Tech, a little more balance, leading the way off the bench for Tech, Roman Kellum with 10 points, Maris. Trayton Woods has 3 3-pointers and 9 points. Leading scorer, Brandon Moore, has 3 points coming off the bench, but all 3 have come from the free throw line. Jackson Tackett played the whole first half with foul trouble. I think he probably maybe played a total of 4 minutes in the first half, but able to net 5 points. Cole Chapman with 2, and Graham Orndorff with 3 points for Tech.
Actually, he played 8 minutes. It's right here. Yeah, so you were almost right there.
Just close.
You was close. Will, he played 4 minutes, and he got the 2 fouls, and he came in and played
the last 4 minutes.
Last 4 minutes.
Yes.
As you look at some of the team totals here, Eric, Tech shot the ball pretty good. I mean, 14-29. I think any coach would take that.
Yeah, you'll
That's
take that.
A little less than 50%. Even I know that.
And look what they shot from the
I know.
three.
And then from downtown, 7 of 16, 5 of 6 at the line. On the flip side, Oakland City was 8 of 28 from the floor, and I think a lot of that was because of good Tech defense and only 2 of 10 of downtown, but they were 8 of 10 at the free throw line.
And so, and the thing the 2 stats I'm going to look at and talk about, and it's funny you said it's like you read my mind. The defense that Tech played, Oakland only had 4 assists. So that's good on ball defense. You're not letting them spread the ball. So they're 12 team assists from Tech, so good ball movement. But here's the stat that we thought that Tech would have to win the game. They've out-rebounded Oakland 21-14, and all we talked about was their size.
Right.
So that shows you they've really hit the boards, and I think if they can continue that, they may be able to pull this one out.
Well, a couple things that Tech has done. They changed up their defense. They started out in a zone when they normally start man-to-man, and they changed up their starting lineup a little bit. And so far, Coach Akers pushed all the right buttons, and that's got them this 14-point lead.
Let's just say this is a fine coaching job by Coach Corey Akert, because you can't, young coach especially, can't be scared of the moment. And what I mean by that,
you can't be scared
shaking
of
up the lineup.
Right.
You got to be, and that shows he has command of this team, doing a real good job.
All right, we're going to take another halftime break, come back and get you ready for the second half. 14-point lead, 40-26 for Tech. This is the biggest lead of the game. You're watching live streaming coverage of NAIA basketball here on Video Productions.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy Trail, fuel up the way West Virginians do. At Little General Store. From the trail snacks to cold drinks and fuel to keep you rolling, we've got everything you need before you head into the hill. We're proud to be part of your ride, rooted in West Virginia and built for the backwoods. Little General Store. Fuel your thinking. For West Virginia.
I never thought this would happen.
When disaster takes control of your life, we got you. Get it back with a single call to the team that shows up fast to make things right. Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
Are you ready to turn your passion into a career? At New River Community and Technical College, we've got the programs to get you there. Dive into our food service and event management program. Learn skills from kitchen basics to business budgeting and become seasoned for success. Or if the great outdoors is calling, answer it with our outdoor recreation program. Receive hands-on training that readies you to lead, inspire, and explore. Whatever you're passionate about, we have a path for you. Visit newriver.edu today. Start here. Go anywhere.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We gave a future driver a first look and asked what he thinks makes a good truck. These trucks aren't just for today's drivers, they're for future ones too.
There's a compartment here, great leather seats, a bunch of charging ports, has everything pretty much.
Now it's your turn.
Since I'm too young to do business in the front, I have to do party in the back.
Come to Midstate Ford and drive off in a new truck, cool enough to earn backseat approval. Midstate Ford, home of the Big John deals.
We're a couple minutes away of starting the second half. I'm Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas as we have Chase Bowman on camera and KB Cameron Ball producing and directing. This afternoon's game is brought to you in part by Infinity Coal Company. Infinity Coal Company located in Sophia, West Virginia. They're built on a foundation of safety, innovation, and teamwork. The fine people at Infinity Coal. Also, the game here this afternoon brought to you in part by Pasquale's Italian Restaurant. Pasquale's have all your favorite Italian dishes, plus sandwiches, salads, and seafood. Catering and private parties are also available. You can book your next event at Pasquale's at 304-255-5253. And also, while you're kicking back watching the game, you want a nice blue can of Pepsi, or if you prefer the silver can of Diet Pepsi or the black can of Pepsi Zero, the soothing taste of an ice cold Pepsi. Well, Eric, getting ready to start the second half. Tech with its biggest lead, 40-26. I think if you're Tech, you're saying just keep doing what you did in the first half. But if you're Oakland City, what do you think they might have to do, or what adjustments will they might have to make in the second half?
I think they have to make shots. It's simple to say. I think they have to run better offense against this Tech defense. As you stated, Tech switched it up a lot. A little zone, little man-to-man. I don't think Oakland City really adjusted to it. So look for them to really try to, I think, punch it inside, go inside out a little bit, and try to chew into this lead.
Another thing I think, and let's see if you agree with this, I think defensively they're going to have to get better. Right now, Tech's on pace to score 80 points, and that's probably not a recipe to win if you're Oakland City. You've got to be able to do a better job and not allow Tech to be able to score as much in the second half as they did in the first half.
And that's the part of struggling on the road, right? Not being able to really hold the home team down, make them uncomfortable. And as you stated, I think since the first two possessions of the game, they really made it uncomfortable the first two possessions for Tech. But since then, Tech's been able to get pretty much what they wanted.
So we're ready to start the second half with this 14-point lead. This is the biggest lead of the ball game, and they ended the first half with a spectacular play, a spectacular dunk by Goins, and now Tech able to go back-to-back if they can score out of the last possession of the first half, see if they can score the first possession of the second half.
And that's the recipe for the winning recipe if you can do that.
So here's Craven. Looks like Tech will start the same way in the second half as they did to start the game. Tackett, he got in early foul trouble in that first half. Like I say, he only played 8 minutes. Woods gets into the lane, whips a pass to Tackett. Tackett thought about the three, 12 to shoot. Goings on the drive into the lane, and Tech's got 6 to shoot, and they turn it over. So if you're Oakland City, is what I talked about on the defensive end, they got to stop it, then they missed the layup.
Missed the layup.
Back the other way. Here's Tackett. Goings. And I thought he got bailed out. Thought for a minute he traveled, but he takes a shot in the back there, and there's a foul.
And that's going to be on Hood. and that'll be his third.
So right off the bat, as we're not even a minute into the second half, Eric, and Hood's got to come out of the game with his third foul. And checking into the game.
It's Kayshawn Scott, looks like.
Scott checks into the game. That's correct.
And you're right, Mayor. So I totally agree with you. I don't know if he may have been fumbling it. That's why they didn't call it a walk, but he got bailed out. Goings did.
And Woods' short shot won't go. So if you're Oakland City, Eric, you've got 2 possessions. You got 2 stops. And they blew a layup on their first offensive possession. Let's see what they do here. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Sharp had a good first half. They cut him off. Here's Grubbs. He'll dial it up from downtown, and he'll knock it down.
Boy, that was a good-looking jumper.
Right down the chute for Chris Grubbs.
And as you said, 2 possessions, 2 turnovers, 3 points for Oakland City.
There's Tackett with it, 15 to shoot. Woods will dial it up for 3. It looks good and is good. You can tell, Eric, right here in front of us, when the ball left his hand, that had a nice look to it, and it finds the bottom of the net.
Yeah, 4 threes on the afternoon, and you're right, the rotation, the release, everything looked good on the shot.
Grubbs trying to go back-to-back, but now I was going to say he's going to try to go back-to-back for 3s, and then all of a sudden I thought he was going to shoot it. He looked like he had some space to shoot it.
And you know that the old saying, getting caught with your hand in the cookie jar, Cole Chapman literally got caught, his hand caught in between the ball and the offensive player.
That'll be Chapman's first foul, team's first. 18 to shoot now. Cole attacks the basket, lays it up. It won't go. Battle for the rebound, and it'll be a held ball, and it'll stay here with Oakland City. I almost said Oklahoma City.
I don't see any Shea Gilchrist.
No.
I don't see any Shays out
there. But their colors look similar, don't they? You know, local high school here, Spring Valley, the Timberwolves always called them Minnesota. I knew. I just warned the audience before the game started I was going to call them Minnesota Timberwolves at least once. 13 to shoot into the lane. Nice turnaround is good. That's a nice play that time by Fletcher Cole. He's able to back the defender down low and able to score right in the lane. Chapman races the ball up the floor. Chapman with a good look. 3 on its way, and he knocks it down.
Cole Chapman dialing it from distance.
And with that 3 by Chapman, Tech now with his biggest lead of the game here at 15. Backdoor cut, Scott, a lot of contact, no whistle. Scott missed, got his own rebound. Tech was very fortunate when you think, Eric, he didn't get his 3rd foul. As here's Woods with the steal. Woods, little scoop shot, that should be goaltending, and it is. Everybody, even before the ones that count, saw that, didn't they?
Yes. And that's 5 points in the second half for Woods, and that's what that'll take him to 14 on the afternoon.
So it's a 17-point lead, biggest lead of the game right here. Tech trying to snap a modest 2-game losing streak. Now they're back in that zone. And I like the way they've changed up their defense. Play a little man-to-man, little zone, changing it up. 15 to shoot. Here's a steal. Goings will attack the basket. He'll draw the foul. And, I hope he's not seriously hurt. You never want to see anybody hurt at all. But, I guess there's some things as a fender bender, and there's another thing as a major collision, right?
Yes.
And I thought for a minute he could have blown out his knee right there.
Me too. That's, being a knee injury survivor, you watch a lot of sports with me now.
Right.
I can't. It looked like it hyperextended.
So
yes,
we're going to have a timeout. Looks like we will have a timeout with 16:56 remaining, and the officials, I think, are going to come over here and take a look to see. And I guess what they're going to look to see if this is a clear path foul. Right. They're going to say, and that's what I thought. They're going to review it to see if it's any more than a common foul. In real time, Eric, I thought it was just a common foul.
Yeah, play on.
But the officials just have to do what they have to do. And I know you're squinching as you're watching it, and it didn't take long. They looked at it. They looked at it one time. And,
they get it right.
Yeah. And they do a great job. Wow. All they had to do was come and ask us, right? We would have told them play on.
We had missed one.
Yes, KB Cameron Ball, as always, does a fabulous job, whether he's on camera, and just so this afternoon he's producing and directing and doing a wonderful job, as we have Chase Bowman on camera. We got so much going on, Eric. We've got to have crews out a little bit everywhere. So We're honored and a pleasure to work with KB Cameron Ball here this
he does
afternoon.
a great job. And fellow Dallas Cowboy fan, too.
And we like him. That's another thing. And we like him, right?
Another reason to like him right there.
All right, Goins was okay, and he'll shoot a pair. The first one's good. And that's how you show you're not hurt, right, Eric? You get up to the free throw line and you knock it down.
Yeah, you know what he said? I don't need anybody to come in to shoot these. I need to get to double figures because that puts him to 9 points. And if he can make this one, he'll get into double figures.
And he does just that, as it's a 7-0 run and the biggest lead of the game here at 19. And now he comes out of the game. But, you know, it looked like that Oakland City was maybe trying to cut into the lead or going to cut into the lead. And then now Tech is expanding the lead. Like I said, the biggest lead of the game right here at 19.
Yeah, they've outscored in the second half thus far. Tech has outscored Oakland 10-5.
They get the ball down low. Here's a shot from the corner. It's short. That shot was put up by Morton. And here's Woods in a run out behind the back. He lost the ball, but able to run it down. And Chapman has it now, and he can just take the ball out, reset the offense for 20 to shoot. Chapman on a drive, leans in, offensive foul. He got away with that a couple times in the first half.
They gave him the travel instead, yes.
Well,
created space.
He did kind of put his shoulder out there.
Yeah, I think his dad might have taught him that move. It's
Yeah.
like O'Brien Chapman extend the arm right there.
Well, he's smiling about it. He's like, well, I guess having to travel is better than be called for a foul,
That's
right? Here's Sharp around the screen, into the lane. He's it for Grubbs. Grubbs off the dribble. He'll pull up into the lane, and he'll knock it down.
Hey, what's your assessment? I think that young man needs to be a little more assertive offensively.
I think he's been their best offensive player, their best option. Sharp has been good, too, with the ball.
Yes, but I think Chris Grubbs, he kind of gets lost in the offense a little bit. I think he could be an X factor.
They've got a new player into the ball game, Claxton, that just checked in. Jonathan Claxton. He didn't play in the first half. He's got some size, Eric, and he's just checked in for Oakland City. 4 to shoot. They're going to have to put it up. Woods delivers with a deep three from another zip code. And the biggest lead of the game right here at 20.
And 17 for Woods.
One of the better games that you and I have seen him play is that shot is up and no good. That shot put up by Davis, and the rebound comes back out to Sharp. Reset the clock, 20 to shoot. Davis down low, little turnaround, left it short, and Tackett comes out of there with the rebound. Tackett handles the ball well for a big guy. Craven just has not been able to buy a three. And he's got good looks.
Yeah, good looks and just not falling for him right now.
$18 to shoot for Oakland City as Tech has opened this up to a 20-point advantage. And now back in a zone again. As Sharp, step back, three on its way, won't go. And an offensive rebound to reset the clock. Ball's deflected, and it's turned over. Woods has had the hot hand. He's got it now, and he's fouled, and I think it'll be Sharp, or I think it'll be Sharp from behind.
Definitely going to be on Sharp.
Yep, and that'll get us to a media timeout with 14:21 remaining in the game, a 20-point lead, the largest lead of the game by Tech, 53-33. We'll take a break. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales is a proud supporter of all our area middle school and high school athletics. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales keeps a huge selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs with some of the best prices in southern West Virginia. We also have several lenders for your financing needs. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales and your student athletes, a winning combination.
This new year, give your home a fresh start with a brand new view from Window World at Beckley.
At Window World, we believe all homes deserve comfort, energy savings, and style all year long.
With our energy efficient windows and doors, Window World has you covered.
Give your home the view it deserves this year with new windows and doors from Window World at Beckley. New year, new view with energy efficient windows from Window World at Beckley.
Call today, 1-800-WINDOW-WORLD
for your free in-home estimate.
And Mayor, so we'll start out with these up-to-date second-half stats, and the hot shooting for Tech has really carried over into the second half. There's 4 of 6 from the field, 3 of 4 from the three-point line and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. So doing everything they can to try to pull out victory this afternoon.
So out of the timeout, Tech will inbound the ball, and there's a foul in the inbounds play.
And that's going to be whistled on Morton. That'll be his first, team's fourth. And right now, if you look at the 14-minute mark, the fouls are adding up, and everything's kind of leaning and tilting toward Tech right now.
Well, I don't know if you want to say it's a blowout right now. It's a 20-point lead, and we've seen leads evaporate real quick at all levels of basketball, but you think right now Tech has got them on the ropes of maybe going to blow them out. Here's Kellum down low into the lane, little turnaround, and he scores.
Nice.
And the biggest lead of the game right here.
And Kellum's just playing with confidence as he nets his 12th point, but great elevation on the turnaround J.
Here's a shot by Sharp into traffic. And then Kellum meets Sharp at the rim, and it's a block as they throw the ball down to Woods. He saves it and then turns it over. Here's Davis. Did he walk? I think he did.
And Cole Chapman was getting back, getting ready to take the charge. And he said, nope, I'm going to avoid it. But only maybe in the NBA you might get away with that one.
Yeah, maybe. But Tech has played really good and looked really good. They've led from wire to wire here in this game this afternoon. They scored the first 8 points, and they've not looked back. Moore leaves it for Kellum, and Kellum able to finish.
Wow, I thought that was going to actually be out of the reach of Kellum there, and he really climbed the ladder to get that one.
Yeah, and, Tech look now, Eric, I think they're delivering the knockout punch here. And there's going to be a foul on Moore.
And let's cue up this replay. As you see here on the roll, it looked like it was going to be out of reach, and what he elevated, and Kellum able to flush it.
Of course, you and I have had an opportunity to watch Roman Kellum's high school career playing at South Charleston. What a solid player he was, and a nice job recruiting for Corey Aker. To get a local product like that, you got to make the best of all your local talent to get him here.
And what a good athlete, and as I've told you, off the camera, that I saw him, he was a good track athlete too. So that's the kind of players you need to get.
I tell you another thing, too. I can share this with our audience and you, and I hadn't told you this before. Corey Aker told me this the other night. Of course, you weren't here, and I'll tell you this story about Roman Kellum in a minute. As Moore with 8 to shoot pulls up. Woods, somebody's going to have to put it up, and Woods does, and it's short. But anyway, Corey Aker said that Roman Kellum has got professional athleticism, but he's just not big enough maybe to play that. If he was maybe 3 or 4 more inches, he might be an NBA player.
100. I totally agree with that. He's just undersized to travel.
Illegal screen.
Oh, illegal screen.
Yeah. Kellum got in the way.
Tried to clear out.
Yeah. Because, like you said, he's good at track, good at basketball. He's got size. He's a tweener.
He's what you call a tweener. That's exactly what it is.
Just no way to stretch him to 6'11".
Say, for instance, the young man that's guarding him, if he had his size. What is it, Claxton?
Yeah. So coming up on the 12-minute mark of this one, which Tech has looked really good, is here Sharp dials up a 3, and he rattles it in. And a timeout on the floor. And I guess right now with exactly 12 minutes remaining in the game, Eric, and it's 57-36. If you got a run, they've got some work to do, does Oakland City. And we got some work to do as we'll get to a break. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
We asked the real experts what they think of our Chevys and GMCs, and they didn't hold back.
Come here. Come on. I like the noise of it.
They've tested the seats, the screens, and the tires as well. Now it's your turn. Northside Chevy GMC, approved by kids, loved by everyone. Chevrolet, together let's drive. GMC, we are professional grade.
Northside Levy, where they are right.
With Eric Thomas, I'm Maris Lowry, as we have Chase Bowman on camera and KB, Mr. Cameron Ball, producing and directing. Exactly 12 minutes left in the game, Eric. 57-36 the lead for Tech, as Chapman being hounded as he brings the ball up the floor. So if you're Oakland City, that's what you got to do. You've got to get stops, try to get back in the game. They try to lob for Kellum, and they turn it over. So Oakland City out of the timeout, they do get a stop. Sharp on the move, and the ball's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Oakland City with 24 to shoot. So after this game today, Tech will have 7 games remaining, as that shot's no good. And out of those 7 games remaining, 5 of them will be in Beckley. Out of those 5 games, as Tech turns it over, or did they? No, I think it'll stay at Tech. One referee's saying, let's see. No, it will stay at Tech. Out of the remaining 7 games, 5 home games, 4 of them will be here. 1 of them will be on Thursday, a makeup game at their campus site at Van Meter Gym.
Yeah, and if you're Tech, you can finish strong. You've been playing pretty well. It's Kellum, that's another one.
Yeah, and 16. That's something that you got to think that make obviously Kellum a much better player, able to hit that mid-range shot like that. We're just not off the drive or a lob or something like that. As we come up on 11 minutes remaining in this one. And Tech has looked really good here this afternoon. Here's Grubbs for 3. It won't go. Battle for the rebound. The ball's loose. It comes out to Davis. A little scoop shot. Won't go. And we got a Tech foul. That's going to go against Moore. Brandon Moore will get whistled for the foul.
Yeah, I think that's actually a good foul. It looked like it was going to be an easy layup.
And that will not be shots. They called that on the floor, as Chapman will have a seat. And checking in the game will be Trayton Woods for Tech, who's had a really nice game here today. So with 20 to shoot, Davis to put it in play. Here's Grubbs shaking and baking, tries to get to the baseline, whips the pass back out. Sharp will dial it up for 3. I could tell that was going to be way off the minute he shot it, but an offensive rebound, a new clock for Oakland City. And there's a foul, and Moore will get whistled for the foul, and that will get Dorr to the line.
And that's fouling the jump shooter as well. Is that a 3?
I think he was inside the arc. Yeah, it'll be a 2-shot foul.
Yes.
As Chapman just came out of the game, he's probably ready to check in for Moore after this first free throw.
And this will be the team's leading scorer's first chance to get into the scoring column.
Yeah, he did not start the game this afternoon. And, really, same way with Brandon Moore. Brandon Moore has scored, but it really just has not had his game.
3.
He's only got 3, and that's all from the line. He hadn't made a field goal. He came in
has
averaging
just as many fouls as
17, but it seemed like neither of their leading scorers, since they didn't start, it looked like neither one of them kind of got in the flow of the game,
got
right?
Into the flow, really.
Second free throw is good by Davis. He gets 1 of 2. Here's Woods with it. Finds Craven. Craven is yet to score. 14 to shoot. Kellum. When in doubt, shoot, and he throws it away. He probably should have just shot that. Even if he shot it with the lead they have, at least you give your team a chance to get a rebound. But if you throw it away, then you have no chance.
Possession. Yeah.
Right. As Kellum will come out, and Tackett will check back in. But make no mistake, though, Roman Kellum has played really, really well here this afternoon.
For 16 points, really defended well.
So here's Sharp with it as we're at the halfway point of this second half. Davis trying to create. They drop it down low, and the shot's up and in, and it goes to the big fella Claxton. Jonathan Claxton able to score his first bucket of the afternoon, and he'll try to polish off a three-point play.
And that's going to be on Tackett. Immediately gets in and picks up his his third.
And that'll get us to a media timeout with 9:51 remaining in the game. Tech leading 59-39. When we come back, Claxton will try to polish off a three-point play. We'll be right back as we're streaming live here on Video Productions.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy trails, fuel up the way West Virginians do, at Little General Stores. We're proud to be part of your ride. Rooted in West Virginia and built for the back roads. Little General Stores. Fuel your adventure the West Virginia way.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back here at the Raleigh County Convention Center is out of the timeout, Eric, with 9:51 left here in the second half. Tech's lead is 20. As Jonathan Claxton will try to polish off a three-point play and try to get Oakland City a little closer. But like I said, with 9:51 left and they're down 20, he's trying to get them to 19. They still got a lot of work to do to get back in this one.
A lot of work on the defensive end.
As the free throw's good. And I think they have a realistic shot. They got to get this to under 10 probably in the final 5 minutes, wouldn't you say? Yes. Over the next 4.5 minutes, they've got to be able to make a run.
They definitely have to win this next 4 minutes. Offensive
yes,
foul.
Easy play to call as Chapman throws Davis to the floor and then tries to go back door. And that happened right here in front of us, and you called it before the official even blew the whistle.
that looked like a little backyard basketball right there.
Yeah, no, I didn't foul. No, you did. You held me. No, so you get away with that in the backyard.
That's right.
Like your brothers and my brothers, we'd all be fighting, wouldn't we? But now, if you're Oakland City, you get stops. You have to score after you get those stops.
And you have to play with some urgency.
And Davis puts up a three and not able to go as Woods clears the rebound. And here's Craven with it, Liam Craven. And Tackett has it now. Tackett will drive it. They cut him off. He'll throw it up, and there's Woods. Jakyron Woods will sky high and throw it down.
His first two in a fantastic finish. What a pass by Tackett.
Here's Scott. He lost control of the ball. Chapman picks up the loose ball and throws the ball low, and the ball's out of bounds.
Yeah, that was a tough pass, kind of in between.
Yeah, hit him at his foot.
Yes.
Grubbs back into the lineup. Chris Grubbs for Oakland City. So here's Sharp with it. Around the horn they go. Davis with Chapman on him. Shaking and baking into the lane. Little floater, and it won't go. Grubbs with the putback. It doesn't go, but there's a foul. Now it'll get Grubbs to the line, and he'll shoot two. Yes. Here's the thing. Tech's already over the limit. Tech's over the limit. That was going to be free throws, but now I think that was in the act of shooting.
Yeah, it was on the putback, and that's going to be the third on Cole Chapman.
So it'll be Chris Grubbs at the line to shoot a pair.
He comes in 3 of 4 on the afternoon.
And the first free throw is no good. Like I said, Tech back in action here on Tuesday. The women's game will start at 5:30. The men's game at 7:30. They'll take on Kentucky Christian. And then they'll be on the road next Saturday. They'll be against Indiana University, Columbus, Ohio. So they're going to be in Columbus next weekend. And then from Columbus, they'll go down to Rio Grande. And then they'll be home after that game on the 10th at Rio Grande. They'll be home the rest of the way. Of course, they got a game Thursday, a makeup game. Like I said, at their campus, as the second free throw is good. And it's a 20-point game. Tackett backing the defender down. Eight to shoot. Tackett will dial it up for three. Long rebound. And Woods able to get it and get a new clock. 8 minutes left here in the ball game. Tech with the ball and up 20. They led by as many as 24. There's a foul.
Going to be a hold. I think that's on Khalik Sharp.
That'll be, I think you are correct. That is on Sharp, his third, the team's fifth. As Hood will check back into the game. He hadn't really played much in the second half.
He hasn't.
You know, Hood came in averaging 10 a game, and he's been missing in action. Like I said, in the second half, they haven't just had an opportunity. Yes, Woods will dial up a three and knock it down. That's his 6th three of the game. And, you know, Eric, I think, in my opinion, this has been the best game that I've seen him play.
Yeah, he's stroking it tonight. Now that three make right there gives him 20 points.
And let's see, the ball's just out of bounds. I don't think we had a foul. They had to retrieve the balls that went behind the basket. So it'll be 21 to shoot. Davis to put the ball in play. But this is one of the best games I've seen Tech play all year from beginning to end. As Grubbs with a little turnaround, it won't go. The tip is up and in. I believe that was Davis that got the tip.
And his first field goal at the 7:28 mark of the contest.
Here's Tackett over to Woods. 10 to shoot, and they turn it over. As Sharp comes up with the steal. Here's a three ball. It's no good, as that was by Sharp. Woods runs it down. They save it. And here's Grubbs with it. A new clock into the lane. Puts up the shot. It won't go. And going skies high for that rebound. Woods into the near corner. A splashdown. Three ball. And this now equals the largest lead of the game at 24 as there's a foul back the other way, and this will be free throws for Oakland City.
You have to see the end of this replay. As he lets it go, he did the Larry Bird. He turned around. He knew it was going in.
He turned around and told the cheerleaders, that's a three ball. As Roman Kellum checks back into the lineup, also Brandon Moore back in for Tech. And there's it'll be Sharp to shoot a pair. But Tech has they've expanded on their lead, Eric. They led 14 at halftime, 40 to 26, and they've opened the lead now to the largest of equals the largest 24 now with that free throw made to 23. And Sharp got them both. 6.5 remaining. Goins off a drive, back to Roman Kellum, and he'll slam it home right down the center of the lane. A slam dunk.
Wow, that was a vicious slam.
That was. Here's Hood with it. And they'll call a foul, and that will get Hood to the line.
And that's one.
And that's the double bonus, so it'll be 2 free throws the rest of the way.
Yeah, and let's see this finish by Kellum. As what a great drive and dish, and that's how you finish, man. That might be a Sports Center top play right there.
I'll tell you what, that was a real throwdown, wasn't it?
I mean, from where he left from 2 feet, off of 2 feet, that was.
Well, the thing about it is, and you know, Eric, and I think you would agree with this, as good as Tech has looked here this afternoon, and the way they spread the wealth around, your leading scorer really has never really got in the flow of this game, Brandon Moore.
Yeah,
so just think if you could bottle this and add what Brandon Moore brings to the table, Tech could make a nice run coming down the stretch here.
They definitely could, as D. Hood was able to make 1 of 2.
1 of 2 and make it 69 to 46. And here's a steal by Sharp. And Sharp will able to go in, and he's going to slam it home. And there's another steal. The big fella, he goes home and throws it down by Claxton, and Corey Aker definitely doesn't like what he's seen as
2 live ball turnovers leading to slams.
5:46 remaining in the game. It's a 19-point lead for Tech, 69 to 50. And it's a timeout. We'll take it with them, and we'll be right back here on video production. Actually, it's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here as we watch that dunk, and we'll let you know that this afternoon's game is brought to you by Cracker Barrel. If you want a home-cooked meal without doing the cooking, which I always do, want a home-cooked meal without cooking because I can't cook, I want to go to Cracker Barrel. And if I'm not sure what I want, I can check them out online at crackerbarrel.com to see all the delicious food that they have available. Also, the game here is brought to you in part by Modley's Plumbing and Heating, and they provide great professional work. And the only number you need to remember is easy to remember. That's 304-253-HELP for Modley's. 5:46 left in the game, a 19-point Tech lead. And Corey Akert, and I don't blame him, Eric was very upset. Like I said, you know, no matter what the score is, you're always teaching, always coaching. And there's certain ways of how you have to play no matter what the score is.
Yeah, and you want to finish the game strong, right? And that's what he's trying to get across, because you need to take this momentum on to the next contest, and you don't want to give up back-to-back turnovers and slams.
So here's Chapman. He's being harassed by Davis as Moore gets it now with 5.5 to go, 18 to shoot. Moore shaking and baking around the screen. Will attack the basket. A lot of contact. He'll draw the foul and get to the line.
And way to sell out. Real hard drive to the rim and getting to the free throw line is Brandon Moore, the team's leading scorer once again with 3 points entering these two free throws.
And that burst of speed, right? The way he accelerated, to the rim.
Showed some handles too.
Yeah.
I actually thought the ball was going to get stolen.
Yeah, he was out there shaking and baking, wasn't he? He was curling, wasn't he? As he makes the first free throw. So Moore ready to shoot the second free throw, and he got them both. He's got 5 points on the afternoon. So your leading scorer, Moore, usually gets you 17 a game. He held to 5, and the lead they have is that's a nice defensive play by Goins on the block.
Yeah, way to stay in it, Goins, because I thought that was going to be 3 for 3 on slam dunks. Where I think they got a little mad after that highlight reel dunk by Tech.
So we got a timeout on the floor. And I think we got a 30-second timeout, and we do. So we'll let you know that this afternoon's game is brought to you in part by the good folks at Edward Jones Financial Advisors. And if you're retired or if you're planning on retiring or if you're changing jobs, they can talk you through your financial goals and find the best option that will fit for you. Heather Cantley, 681-254-0097. Tracy Houck at 681-254-0079. Brooke Dempsey, 304-421-2420. And Ben Worley at 304-254-9995. Well, Tech will be back in action on Tuesday. They will be here at the Raleigh County Convention Center. The women's game at 5:30, men's game at 7:30. We'll take on Kentucky Christian. Then the men's game have a makeup game Thursday. That's men's only on Thursday, and that will be an early start on Thursday at their home gym on their campus at 5 o'clock. And then they will hit the road next Saturday. They will be in Columbus, Ohio to take on Indiana University at Columbus. So after today, Eric, 2 more home games, pack their bags. They go to Columbus, and then they go to Rio Grande.
Yeah, nice little road trip for them. And looking at these up-to-date stats, Maris, second half, the sizzle, it's still sizzling for Tech. They're 11 of 15 from the floor at 73% and 5 of 8 from 3 at 62%.
So here's a 3 ball from the corner by Sharp. It won't go. Kellum. And I'm sure he's got double digits in rebounds, right? He's had a double-double. I don't have the stats here in front of me, but I hadn't had a chance to look at them. Off the drive is Moore. Gets his first field goal, and he get to the line to try to polish off a 3-point play.
That was Roman Kellum's 7th rebound.
Okay. Well, he might get to double digits, and we know he's already got the double digits in points. And he may eventually get there in rebounds as Moore will try to polish off a 3-point play.
And that was the 4th foul on Sharp.
So Moore able to polish off a 3-point play. And like I said, this 24-point lead, this equals the largest lead of the game. They've had a 24-point lead on 6 occasions as Grubb attacks the rim hard, takes a hard fall as he'll draw the foul and get to the line.
And that will be whistled on Goings. That'll be his 4th.
But, Tech got off to a good start, Eric. They scored the first 8 points. They never looked back. They had a 14-point halftime lead, and they've exploded that 14-point halftime lead to what it is now, 24. As Grubbs will try to cut into the lead.
Yeah, they've outscored in the second half, 34 to 24.
But here's another thing, too. If you're Oakland City, you're running out of time. I mean, we're under 5 minutes. We're 4:49 for the game. And like I said, you got, as Goins comes out and Woods checks in, you got some making up to do as you're down 74-51. But I'm with you. I think Grubbs has been their best overall offensive player. I think they could have got him maybe a little bit more involved as he misses the second one. He makes 1 or 2, but they keep it alive. And here's Davis puts up the 3. It's short. He got his own rebound, tacks the rim, and doesn't connect. And Tech comes out of there with it.
Just been tough for Dior Davis.
Here's Moore. As he loses the ball, Davis picks it up. Sharp. Tacks, lays it up and in. That's a good attack all the way to the rim and a nice finish by Sharp. He's played very well here this afternoon.
Yeah, 15 points for Sharp.
It's Moore, a smart play. He throws it off the back of Sharp out of bounds. 4:18 remaining in the ball game. Tech trying to get to 7 and 13. More importantly, go to 4 and 6 in league play and put Oakland City at 4 and 6 in league play.
Looks like his foot may have been on the line.
Woods had it, and he fumbled the ball down low, got it back. Kellum will shoot the short shot in the lane. He'll miss the shot. And here's Grubbs with it. Sharp dials it up from downtown and knock it down. So if you got one last run in you, Eric, you think right here it is.
10 points in the half for Sharp.
They were down 24. They've cut the lead to 18. As Moore will scoop down the lane, and he'll miss the shot, but he'll draw the foul and get to the line.
That's going to be on Claxton. It'll be his second.
As we watch the replay here. For a lot of other contact that they've had that they didn't call, I was kind of surprised that they called that as Moore hits the first of 2 as Chapman checks back into the ball game.
And Moore, if he can connect here, can get into double figures.
And he cannot. You jinxed him, Eric. That's your fault he's not in double figures. If you wouldn't have said that till after, you should have said, with this make, he's now into double figures, right? As they turn it over as Chapman has it now. 3.5 remaining. And Tech trying to close the deal, and then they turn it over. And there's Hood dialing it up from downtown. So all of a sudden it's a 16-point game. What was 24 a minute ago? I guess one last push here for Oakland City. Yeah, if you're Tech, you can run clock here.
I was going to say run clock, protect the ball, get late in the shot clock, and make field goals.
Now 8 to shoot. They're going to have to get a shot up. Woods will put it on the deck, get into the lane, fade away, off the glass, no good. That's a shot clock violation because it didn't hit the rim. But Woods really didn't have a choice. He had to put that up.
Yeah, he had to rush, got hurried up.
Goins will check back into the Tech lineup. So Oakland City, Eric, they might, if they hit a 3 here, they can make things a little interesting, right?
Yeah, it's never too late, right?
That's right. Well, they got to go a little quicker than they are now. Got to have a little bit more urgency. And that's a foul, and that's just a tough luck foul by Woods. And no, that's just incidental right there. He didn't, even though he did hit Woods, or kind of, I don't know, I wouldn't say stepped on him, but that was total incidental. It was nothing really meant, nothing malice there. And so I don't know if they're going to come and look at it. There's really nothing to look at, I would think, Eric. And I don't know why they've sent them to the respective benches. The foul is on Tech.
If the foul was on Tech, I guess they want to see.
Well, here it is. Here's the replay. Well, Woods, I guess, was the more aggressor, and I guess that's what they're going to look at. So the officials are making their way over here to our screen, and let's see what they decide.
But I'm with you. Once you look at it, it's going to be hard to call anything else.
Other than the foul that it was. Right there's
Yeah.
the foul on Tech Woods. That's what it should be. As the officials will come over here and they'll take a look at it. As we've blown up the picture for the officials right there. Looks like I said, it was just incidental. And like I said, when the young man got up there, he didn't mean to. If he might have just grazed him, he didn't really mean to step on him or anything like that. But that's like a body block right there. And once again, that was incidental. He didn't mean to take his legs out. It should just be a common foul, and free throws should be shot. Yeah. We're looking at multiple times. I mean, Woods was making, he was going down on the floor trying to get the loose ball. And, you can appreciate that kind of effort, right?
Yeah, and, both teams just playing hard. I think these refs are definitely good. They'll communicate with both coaches. And
we didn't even have to tell them what's up, did we? But I mean, it should be.
But what I see, what I see,
well,
not exactly
to
what
me,
they see. But
to me,
you can see it could be called something. You might be able to.
It should be free throws, and that's it. A common foul, and Tech is over the limit, and it should be 2 shots because they're already. It's the double bonus, and young man Davis for Oakland City should go to the line, shoot 2, and we play on, right? Do you agree with that?
Yeah, we'll see what they call. Yeah.
Yeah. I was the other night when we were doing the game. Of course, you couldn't make it because it was an early start. I was telling Bill O'Brien in our group here that I was watching a college game on television, Division I game between SMU and Florida State last week. And at 5:58 in the evening, 2 minutes before 6, there was 44 seconds left in the game. And the game didn't end until 6:25.
Wow.
It took 27 minutes to play 44 seconds because of timeouts, reviews, all the things that you go through in this game. And now they're bringing the 2 coaches together. But like I said, I think based on in real time, calling it live, and what I've seen on the screen, it should be a foul on Woods.
Well, from the reaction to that Coach Ken French is giving, I don't think it's to his liking.
Well, I mean, it was definitely a foul on Tech, so they're going to shoot 2 free throws, but regardless. And so if he doesn't like it, I mean, to me, that was it right there. And he doesn't like it because he's very unhappy. And, of course, the fact, too, it's 75-59. That might have something to do with it, too.
Yeah, but I think they're going to call a flagrant.
Yeah, I don't think – I mean, in my opinion, like I said, I don't think
by the reaction
of
the coach, I'm just reading body language.
Well, first of all,
and he may be ejected.
It was a foul on Tech to begin with.
Yes. And they're going to get the explanation here.
Yeah, so here we go.
So we have a common foul on white 11, okay? After that, we have a dead ball contact, flagrant, technical foul on blue 3. Number 3 is ejected from the game.
So there you go. I hope we got all that.
Yeah, we got it. And Maris, after watching it, I could see either way. I could see your version, but I also could see at the end of the play, you like the incidental contact. So you'll go. So will it be? It'll be possession Tech too.
Yes,
correct?
As Meddings will go in. Now, did he miss the first one? We were talking. He did. So he made the second one after he missed the first one. He just been inserted game. Number 2, Isaac Meddings.
And I think this is the young man that's actually on the roster from West Virginia.
I think so. And now Woods shoots I guess this is the flagrant technical, and he makes them both. And the lead is 17. And now Tech with possession of the ball with a full 30 seconds on the shot clock and 2:44 on the game clock.
And that's 25 points now on the afternoon for Woods.
So anyway, we got all that squared away. And Tech trying to finish this off here in the last 2.5 minutes. As Woods will go down the lane, and I think he knocked the ball off his leg, and he did, and it'll be a turnover. But, these officials have done a good job. Another thing, too, Eric, most of the time you have 3 officials and only working with 2. And this is the first time in the afternoon I brought that up, that they've only working with 2. Because, they say if you don't ever mention the officials, they're doing a good job, and I think they have done a good job.
Well, they started with 3.
Right.
I think one has an injury.
And there's but I mean at the time when they went from 3 to 2. As we'll have a foul, we'll have free throws. Of course, you know, we got Cameron Ball, our man. He could be the third official. He's got the video, and the video is one thing. The video doesn't lie, right? You can always slow it down as Liam Craven checks into the game.
And just like I said, Maris, the young man that came in and shot the free throw.
Meddings?
Yeah, he's from Genoa, West Virginia.
And where is that at? Because you and I have been all over this great state of West Virginia. We know about every crook and cranny and a holler there is, and major highways and whatever, and not familiar with that.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that area.
New player into the ball game, and that is Bruno Isquia getting his first action of the afternoon. I knew at some point they were going to test me and say that. I'd made it all the way to the final 2:15 before he got in the game. I knew I was going to say his name is Woods. Dials up a 3. And how many is that for him, Eric?
8.
That's 8 three balls. Yeah, as Grubb misses the short shot, here's Tackett with it. Under 2 minutes for the game. Goins. Tackett with the left hand, lays it up and in. Good job by Tackett to run the floor, and he got the ball back. Sharp will dial it up from distance, and he'll bank it in, and a foul. Count the basket for 3, and then a foul on Tech away from the ball. So that should be a free throw. No, it'd be 2 free throws because they're over the limit.
Or they called that on Tackett. I was going to say if that was on Goings, that was going to be his 5th, but Tackett receives his 4th.
So 2 free throws for Grubb, and he misses.
And he struggled in the second half from the free throw line. 3 of 7.
So 1:46 remaining. And he makes 1 of 2. So it's 82-65 with 1:46 left. And if you're Tech, you want to finish the game strong. You want to be strong with the ball. And if the foul comes, you want to be able to knock down your free throws. They knocked the ball out of the hands of Cole Chapman. 1 second comes off the game clock. And a timeout by Tech. With 1:44 left in the game, 82-65 the Tech lead. And let's see if this is a full or a 30. And it's going to be a 30-second timeout. I guess we're going to take a look. Actually, they're going to look and see if that was an out of bounds, who gets possession of the ball. As we watch it, and it looked like the ball is knocked out of bounds by Oakland City. Wouldn't you think, Eric?
Yeah, I think that stays with – I don't think his right hand touches it as it goes out of bounds.
Of course, great producing and directing by Cameron Ball to put it in super slow for the officials. 1:44 left in this one. So, like I said, after today, Tech will have 7 games remaining. And out of those 7 games, Eric, 5 of them will be home, 4 of them will be here, and 1 across town at their campus site. And this building is not available next Thursday.
And the call stands is Tech ball.
Right, as you and I could have told them that, right?
Hey, they get it right.
They do get it right. But all they had to do is ask us. We'd tell them.
Definitely.
Not that anybody would believe us, right? Liam Craven will be in. He'll put the ball in play and trying to get it in, and they do to Tackett. And now Chapman with it. As they break the pressure, and Goins misses the dunk. He probably should have just laid it in. As Sharp will dial it up from 3, in and out. Ball's loose. It's saved in, and the ball comes right over here to me as, what do we got? I'm not sure if we got a turnover or a foul. And apparently it's just a
Just
turnover and play on, right?
I
thought the players I thought it was like a hockey check. They were going to end up in my lap.
I just saw everything get taken out just now, flash before my eyes.
Yes. But I'll tell you, is it me or is it getting a little bit more physical here on this last little bit? There's a three.
It has. It's heated up, that's for sure. And Hood knocks down a three.
Yeah. So they've cut 10 points off the lead. The biggest lead was 24. They've cut it now to 14. And there's contact and a foul. And that'll get Tackett to the line, and that'll be 2 shots because both teams now into the double bonus with 104 remaining in the contest. Coming up in the Pioneer Community Bank postgame show, we'll wrap this one up with we'll review what has taken place. And we'll have team and individual totals as Tackett makes the first of 2. Of course, Tackett played at Alice Lloyd last year. He misses the second one. In high school, he played for Logan and Mann. Here's Sharp with it. We're under a minute. Dials up a deep 3, and that drew glass. So the clock will not reset, and it'll be 14 to shoot with 47.9 remaining in the game as Roman Kellum will check in and Tackett will have a seat.
And Kellum probably in there for his rebounding purposes. He's been a monster on the glass for Tech this afternoon.
So here's Sharp with it. Here's Hood. He'll dial up a 3. That's going to be way short, and it is. It just grazed the rim. Chapman has it, and maybe Oakland City's going to wave the white flag here and just let Tech dribble it out, and that looks like it's going to be the case. But a good, hard win, total team effort. Wouldn't you agree, Eric?
Yes.
Tech got off to a good start, scored the first 8 points, and never looked back.
And we'll say this: the team's 2 leading scorers, because Brendan Moore, of course, was 17, and I'm sure Goings is probably right.
He's
behind
14.
Him at 14,
right.
And you did it with multiple players.
So Tech's going to get the win, and as the shot clock runs out, the final 5 seconds. And Tech's going to go to 7-13. Oakland City is going to go to 9-13. And Oakland City struggles on the roads will continue, Eric. They'll be 1-9 away from home. And that's the final score. So Tech will win the ball game 83-68. And that's the final score. So Tech, like I said, will go to 7-13. They'll go to 4-6 in league play. They snap a 2-game losing streak. And for Oakland City, they are now 9-13 overall. They are 4-6 in league play, and they're now 1-9 on the road. We'll take a break. We'll come back, and we'll dive into the Pioneer Community Bank postgame show on the other side of the break here on Video Productions.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy Trail, fuel up the way West Virginians do. At Little General Store. From the trail snacks to cold drinks and fuel to keep you rolling, we've got everything you need before you head into the hills. We're proud to be part of your ride. Rooted in West Virginia and built for the backwoods. Little General Store. Fuel your adventure. West Virginia.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
We asked the real experts what they think of our Chevys and GMCs, and they didn't hold back.
Come here. Come on. I like the noise of it.
They tested the seats, the screens, and the tires as well. Now it's your turn. Northside Chevy GMC, approved by kids, loved by everyone. Chevrolet, together let's drive. GMC, we are professional grade.
Northside, Debbie, really alright.
And we welcome you to the Pioneer Community Bank post-game show with Eric Thomas, I'm Maris Lowry, as we put the final touches on this WVU Tech men's victory as the Golden Bears of WVU Tech defeat Oakland City by the final score of 83-68. With the win, Tech is 7-13, 4-6 in league play. They snapped a 2-game losing streak, and Oakland City is now 9-13 overall. They're 4-6 in league play, and they're 1-9 on the road. And Tech got off to a good start, Eric. They scored the first 8 points, and they never looked back. So they led from the opening tip to the final horn, and they pulled out to a big lead at 14 in the first half. They expanded that lead to get it up as many as 24, and they end up winning the game by 15, 83-68. We're going to go inside the numbers, and inside the numbers are brought to you by Direct Choice. Direct Choice is a pre-owned vehicle lot located at 4631 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley. They have West Virginia's best selection and best prices on pre-owned vehicles. Direct Choice is a proud supporter of local sports and of student athletes. Also, inside the numbers brought to you in part by Allstate Insurance. And you're in good hands with Allstate, and you're in good hands with Lori Richmond as your agent, located at Market Road in Beckley. She's my agent. She takes great care of me. She'll take great care of you. You can dial Lori up at 304-252-8646. You're also in great hands with Eric, and Eric, you have the numbers of this big Tech victory.
Yeah, just a struggle for Oakland City Maris offensively this afternoon. A lot had to do with WVU Tech and their defense. Oakland City only had 2 double-figure scores. Khalid Sharp with 21 and Chris Grubbs with 14. On the flip side, Tech shot the ball really well, played great defense. They finished with 14 twos, 13 threes, 8 of them being made by leading scorer Trayton Woods, as he had 28 points. He was 8 three-pointers and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. And Roman Kellum had 18 points, Maris, off the bench, was 2 of 2 from the free throw line. And the next double-figure scorer was Ian Goings with 10 points. Tech made 14 out of 17 free throws.
And, Eric, what gets me is I'm looking at these numbers that Oakland City got 20 more field goal attempts than Tech.
Yeah, and a lot of them came, I'd say, 2-1, 10 shots in the last.
Right. Well, right. When you look at the overall numbers, Tech was 28 of 49 from the floor, and Oakland City was 21 of 69 from the floor. As you said, this is blistering shooting from downtown. 13 of 25 was Tech, and 8 of 27 was Oakland City. 14 of 17 was Tech at the line, and 18 of 27 was Oakland City. Another thing, the rebounds, they were equal, 36 each. And, when you looked at the size-wise, Oakland City definitely had a big size advantage.
And what we talked about, getting out to that early lead, was a product of Tech rebounding really well, and that was able to forge that lead, and they held on in the second half.
A lot of times you'll think you give up 17 offensive rebounds. Actually 19 offensive rebounds. They gave up, Oakland City had, out of their 36, 19 of them were offensive rebounds. So you figure you give up 19 offensive rebounds, you wouldn't think that you'd win. But when your opponent shoots it as well as Tech did, 28 of 49 overall, like I said, 13 of 25 from downtown. Well, that'll do it for this game as Tech defeats Oakland City 83-68. So we have high school basketball on Monday. Should that be the case, depending on the weather. Tech will be back in action on Tuesday. They'll play Kentucky Christian, the women's game at 5:30, the men's game at 7:30. Tech will also be in action at 5 o'clock on Thursday, and that will be at Van Meter Gym. That'll be a men's game only at 5 o'clock before Tech hits the road. And, Eric, for you and I, weather permitting, we'll have a high school game Monday. You and I will have high school Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So every day this week, you and I will be busy if we get them in.
Yeah, if we get them in. And these kids really need to play.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been basically 2 weeks.
2 weeks. And if by chance, Eric, that Tuesday's game is postponed between Shady and Independence, you and I will come back here and we'll do the men's game.
Yes.
If we don't do the high school game. Either way, we're going to work. We know we're going to work at least Tuesday.
That's right.
I don't know about any other day, but you and I know we're at least going to work Tuesday. We appreciate everybody that helped us in the preparation of the broadcast, all the people from Tech and, of course, the people from Oakland City. Chase Bowman was our cameraman here this afternoon for both games, and also producing and directing, doing a great job. Cameron Ball. For my partner Eric Thomas, I'm Maris Lowry. Final score, Tech defeats Oakland